Hey everybody, we're live. Haven't done a video in a little bit, even though we're saying daily. But we had some issues. And let me know actually if you like this. I'm liking the close camera lens here, but this wonderful thing fell off the other day, which was like the cool wide angle lens, which is cool, but for those that have glasses, contacts, whenever you go to the eye doctor, can you see me better or no? Better or worse? It's kind of stuff we're dealing with. Plus, we have construction. So, honestly, if I'm going to be hearing a whole bunch of sounds in the background, I might have to put this on mute, go to intermission, or I'm going to redo it all. You'll see my frustrations. Maybe. I gotta woos a little bit. It's insane. I get here so early in the morning to get prep for these shows, and there's silence, absolutely nothing. And then all of a sudden, I put everything in, schedule it. We're gonna go live. Brrr, brrr. It doesn't stop. So sounds like we're good for now. I'm happy for it. Now, the title. This is not like a catchphrase. This isn't something to get you to watch this. It's true. I've always been a huge fan of sports cars, specifically the Lamborghinis. I've driven them all the time, and I want a new one. So this is going to be a new goal of mine. And honestly, I'm going to tell you the actually I think I have 8 of them now, of the altcoin gems. And we're going to go through them in a bit. All right? Not going to take too long. We're going to have maybe a couple minutes on each topic, but these to me, I think we're going to make it. Now, some are based on referrals, so I will actually be doing the research along with you, which is kind of cool. At least I think so. And we're going to dive into it. Ready? Okay. I hope you're ready. So, first one, if it's no surprise to you, we are going with, you already know it, Netvrk. So Netvrk is at this price point. I'm still surprised that CoinGecko is not pulling in this kind of data, but it is around a $50 million market cap. So 50 million. And if we're just going into categories on CoinGecko, if we head into, I could probably just do Metaverse. Metaverse, Decentraland, by far the largest, 204 million, which I was gonna say. So they're over $1 billion. Netvrk, $50 million market cap. Sandbox, Lego-ish kind of characters. But this is the competition here. So I'm pretty bullish on Netvrk based on the graphics alone, but also the entire community. And of course, the marketing that they're doing. They're killing it. Their land sales have been sold out constantly. So the demand is there, and that's why we're actually seeing the price go up so much. Again, when we mentioned this, it was about 16 cents. Now we're at $2.22, and at a $250 million market cap, this would then be around $8. So still has plenty of time to grow. I will also mention that I believe that there is a big event happening today. So I can foresee this going above $3, perhaps even more. So if you are into Netvrk, and if you're thinking about selling, if you think some of the hype died down, it didn't. I believe this is still just getting started, and it's going to be interesting. I think that we're in for one hell of a ride. So go check it out. There was another project. I keep forgetting the name. Word, I think. Can't think of the other one, but those guys are at $250 million market cap. So like this is a baby. So much room to grow. Check that out. I've already talked about this enough. I'm not gonna be here to go crazy with you. Next. So this is from a community member in the BeyondFOMO group in Telegram. So if you're not there, head on over. This is Rubic. Now, I believe he had mentioned this when it was 12 cents, 11, 12 cents. Now we're at 25, but more importantly, again, the market cap here, which I believe is correct, is around 26 million. So we're gonna go check out the site. We're gonna look into it, and you'll see where the true power is behind this project. So this one, and for full disclosure, I actually have not added this to my bag yet, but I already missed a little bit of it, so I will be adding it most likely when this video is over. So it's full transparency. Rubic. Oh, and this. Check this out. I thought this was funny. Ready for this? So Netvrk, go down, blah, blah, blah. Interesting. So I didn't actually, I kind of started putting two things together when a friend actually recommended it. And then when I saw this kind of also further confirmed my interest within Rubic. So Rubic, in short, can be very big. So this is, well, actually, let's pull up the about page. So Rubic is a multi-chain DeFi ecosystem which verifies cross-chain P2P instant swaps limit orders across multiple blockchains. That is huge. That is awesome. So we just head over to the bridge. You can see as of right now, they have all these different blockchains here, and it allows us, because again, you could either use like the Matic bridge, you could use the Binance bridge, but that's going from like ETH to Matic or BSC to Matic or like Tron. But these guys are building them all out. So we could go from ETH on Ethereum, ERC20, to Binance Smart Chain, Ethereum. This definitely is sick. This is something that's big. This is something that's also needed. This is, I believe, similar to what Rocket Vault was building with their Rocket X, but that is in September, so a couple weeks away. But these guys, they're out. It's working, and their community is growing. Right now, they have, let's see, 4,000 people in there. Relatively small. But they're pumped. So whenever we look at projects, we also look at community effort. It looks like they do have a scheduled voice call for today as well. So perhaps that's just to get the community involved more. Perhaps a project AMA, which is awesome. Definitely want the teams to be active and engaging with their community. So it looks like Rubic is doing that. All right, cross-chain. They're working on that. But like just looking at this, if you're new to the crypto space and you're saying, okay, there's just like a landing page, so what? They do swaps. It's not really just about that. It's really the bridge component and the frustration that so many traders have by being limited to centralized projects and just limited availability to really do these types of transactions. Also with VPNs. So this one, you don't need that. I'm not getting the restriction. For instance, let's go to Binance Bridge. Perfect example right here. And I got a cool video on that's coming out to basically explain how to go from Ethereum to the Binance blockchain, Binance Smart Chain. But if these guys are also able to do it, I mean, that would make the video pretty damn quick. So Rubic, do your own research. I've done a little bit on my end before making this video. There's a lot of cool, intricate little parts that actually add up into a big way. Just the fact that they have that widget on the Netvrk website, which I'm guessing is the iframe widget, that's just constant brandability, and it's just getting their name in front of other projects, more people, other investors. So to me, $26 million market cap, this is still somewhat of a baby, and I don't know how high it could go, but I mean, 100 million really doesn't seem like a lot. Just my opinion on that. So another 4x from here. So this to $1 seems pretty reasonable. So, you know, $1,000 into $4,000, 10 grand into 40,000 bucks. See where I'm getting at. So check it out, look into it. Let's actually see what their Twitter's like. Twitter, 7,000 followers. This is actually really cool. Love that. I gotta look into this a little bit more. See, my issue with doing this kind of stuff live is that I will get distracted and I'll actually start to dive into these projects, forgetting that I'm live, but that shows that my interest in that. So Rubic, definitely something to look into. This is actually going to be interesting too. I know Nick is going to be looking at this B&B faucet. B&B faucet basically means that you'll be able to get free B&B. You know, it all adds up. $1 here, $1 there. If you were doing this when Bitcoin was pennies, stuff adds up. And so sidetrack, completely off tangent. I know it, whatever. There was a time, believe it or not, when people were giving away Bitcoin. Literally being like, just take it, having fun with it, playing stupid games, playing stupid bets. Shit happens. A person's giving away billions of dollars unbeknownst to them in the future. Interesting side bit. Next. This is a project that I actually interviewed last week, and I do plan on getting that up either today or tomorrow. This has very high possibilities. So Hybrix, or hi, simple, right? Easy, it's friendly, hi. Dutch team, Netherlands, market cap is only 6 million. This project has been in development for years. So not a few years, I think they said it was 6-7 years in development. I don't want to give too much information away because of the interview. Once that comes out, you'll get a better understanding of it. But they are taking the educational approach. They are taking all the stuff that I've actually been saying this entire time, that we need to take a step back and get out of the whole crypto echo chamber and start educating people such as your next door neighbor, your coworkers, your friends, family, all these people, to get them into the crypto space. And Hybrix, the team behind them, is doing that. And they're doing it in a very educational aspect. And they are starting in the Netherlands. So they actually have like a group of people and businesses, might I add, that are using their Hybrix wallet and learning why their wallet is more beneficial than an actual bank. So believe it or not, in the interview, one of the interesting dynamics of that was, so the people in the Netherlands specifically are actually have like no interest bearing accounts anymore, and the banks are charging them just to keep their money in the account. So it's not like a regular maintenance fee, it's an actual charge. And there are banks that are actually just like, for lack of a better word, terminating people's accounts. So they're literally just taking your account, like an individual in the back end is finding your access, finding your account, and then just terminating your account, and then you're out. Like they're doing that right now. So there's a huge issue in the Netherlands, which Hybrix is actually fixing, which is big in itself, but they're taking the educational route. So it might take some time, but the moment that they start building momentum and the moment that they start going with influencers, as odd as that sounds, this is gonna be like pennies, literally. So this has high hopes of being $1 billion plus market cap, which I think was like 150x for this. So if we're at, let's see. So that would actually bring the price of high to about $400. As the numbers don't lie. That's the possibility of this project. So I don't want to dive too far into it because of the interview, which should be out today or tomorrow. So stay tuned for that. Oh, and by the way, this is in no particular order. These are just some of the altcoin gems that are being added to the bag for a purpose. We might have to create another bag for gas, not Ethereum gas, but actual gasoline usage. If you're a car person, you understand what that means. All right, next. This project has caught my attention. And this was a recommendation from a friend. Market cap is only 12 million, charged particles. This is not a project that I actually bought into yet, but I'm heavily leaning into doing so. So I have to continue my own research into it. But right off the bat, now every NFT can contain digital assets. So this is interesting. They are basically kind of encapsulating NFTs. So they have came up with, I guess, the technology for you to attach your ERC20 tokens to an NFT. So your NFT actually becomes a wallet in itself. So you can store your NFT in a wallet, but then you can now also store your ERC tokens within the NFT. Kind of interesting. So I have yet to see another project like that. When I just saw that, immediately that just caught my attention because of this whole NFT craze that's out there, right? Everyone's buying up all these crazy NFTs, which honestly I don't believe have any real value aside from just the hype aspect. But if we're going to start seeing NFTs for sale, which could be like Easter eggs or have a connection towards like pre-sales or have tokens like that within them, that could be cool. So I'm sure the team at Charged Particles had thought about all that. It is live, although I haven't tested it yet. So it's asking me just to do like to mint a particle, which I'm not sure if that is the step before generating the NFT, because it does say mint. So I don't know if this is just to create like a particle, if that makes sense. And then after that, we're then going to decide what we want to put into that to make the NFT. But I'm going to play around with that. I think that the tech aspect behind it is there. So as long as it works, it's going to be really cool. We all know all these projects around NFTs. So just trying to get back to the site. So deposit any ERC token into any NFT. So this also applies to NFTs that are already out there also. So it's not like you're just, like you have to mint a brand new NFT. So I guess that goes back to then the particle. So I guess you might like rewrap it. But there's actually so many, like my mind is already going crazy as to the different types of use cases that can be behind this type of technology. You know, if you are packaging up your tokens into an NFT, you have the ability to lock them, so time lock. You have the ability to have like games, contests for these NFTs, like mysterious boxes, stuff like that. I'm curious to know maybe if we make the NFT, if we could then view the NFT on the blockchain, which we all know we can do, but then see what's actually within it. I don't know if there's a way to hide that. If there is, then that would be really cool. If there isn't, then we just, you know, we know it's in the NFT, which isn't that bad. But I mean, we're not using this for privacy. We're using it for transactional purposes. So again, full transparency, I have not got into this one yet, but based on what I've seen, based on the initial market cap of only being 12,000, Telegram, it's there. It's at like the beginning type stages, 13,000 members. Twitter, 29. I made other videos showcasing how I go into like the domain names, all this other kind of stuff. If you think that I'm just throwing dice here, I'm not. Again, I have looked into these projects a little bit prior to making this video, but I'm still learning about some of these projects like as I go. But this one, I gotta check this out. All right, next. These guys are not on CoinGecko. They gotta update that. So, reverse climate change. This is RVRS. They are on Matic. This is interesting. So we're gonna have an interview with a team member from here as well. So do good, feel great, get rewarded. For transparency, I do have a small bag of this. However, I do plan on growing it because of this one little letter, word. Companies. We're traders, we're individuals, right? So we're like, okay, shit, you know, I need to, for this video, I need all these types of gems. I want this to go 10x, 20x, whatever, so I can get my dream car, right? We're thinking personal goals, stuff that we want to do. Reverse climate change is thinking, what are businesses doing? And that's a completely different market right here. And the climate change niche, whether you believe it or not, it doesn't matter. Take that out of your head. That's your ego telling you this is not true, this is bullshit, whatever. Take that out of your head. There's a market for it. If there's a market for it, there's money to be made within it. So There's a lot of money when it comes down to climate change specifically. And again, take yourself outside the entire crypto bubble, or again, the echo chamber, and check out the other influencers, or the real influencers, such as celebrities, athletes, actors, all these people. They are all typically involved with climate change. So in short, and again, go onto the website, go do some research on it. But in short, there's businesses that emit carbon, right? So it's just, or let's just say, we'll make it dummy proof, pollution, right? So there's just businesses, they're working, there's just pollution. They have a carbon footprint. So from a government standpoint also, which is huge, companies are required to reduce their carbon footprint. So what do? They actually go and they plant trees, and they try to do stuff to kind of balance the pollution that they basically bring into the earth or into the atmosphere, all that kind of stuff. So reverse climate change, what they do is they take a percent from the actual transaction fees, right? And that goes towards carbon removals right here. So this 80%, this is talking about like the 100% of the transaction. The actual transaction fee, there's a 20% fee, but you don't need to look at the 80%. There's 10, 5, and 5. So 5% is getting burned. Every time there's a transaction, 5% is getting burned. So what happens with that? I'm going to show you. Let me get their contract address. So DFIN, this is the network that they're on. Charts. Reverse. Yeah, this is what I need to show you. Right here. This number. 960 million, 0.5, whatever, and a half. This is the total supply. If you go through the actual contract, which you can, there's nothing in here about a mint function. Very important. There is no mint functionality. That means that they can't produce more tokens. So this is the final amount. They're not making any more, which means 5% of every single transaction, right, gets burned. Gone. It's out. 5% here is now also a rebate, right? So this goes towards holders. So you're basically, it's like an interest-bearing, an appreciating asset that has interest on top of it. So there's an added benefit. This is really the cool part though. So the carbon removals, this 10%. So tokens sold for carbon removals, these are tied to your wallet for use. So your wallet and all these transactions go towards reversing climate change. Oh, those are some big words. It sounds like it's too much, but it's not. It's real. And you can validate it. So as of now, they are within the top 30, blah, 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 but they've basically planted over 101,000 trees. You could see it all here. You can validate this. This is real. So just wanted to put a little spotlight on it. We're going to have an interview with a team member on this as well to just kind of dive into it. But this is, let's do some simple math. The FYN charts. Sometimes this isn't always accurate, but you ready? Full circulation. So that's the market cap. $1 million market cap. So if you believe in climate change, and if you understand, and I'm sure you will after this interview, you understand or can see why businesses would get involved with this type of a project. I mean, Elon Musk also literally said Bitcoin and renewable energy. Think about that. Yeah, I might actually have to get more of that. Only $1 million market cap. Next. See, gonna get some more construction going on now. This project I started to actually look into. Again, this is a referral. Right off the bat, I saw this, the market cap, 133 million. I'm not sure if this is real. This is just CoinGecko perhaps being fully diluted. I gotta look into that. If that's the case, that's crazy. Again, you could be in the crypto space for years and you just have these projects that like appear out of nowhere. I mean, there's 9,183 on CoinGecko right now. That's not including all these other ones, just like the reverse climate change. So the truth. Start to look into it. We saw the baby Dodge in the UFO. There's a landing page. But this is what caught my attention. Ready for it? This is really cool. So the Cosmo event.
Realm, a play to earn game where wealth and opportunity abound. But you will have to fend for yourself. To accumulate an unlimited fortune, you must start on an exciting journey to become a bounty hunter. Use your hero to fulfill orders on many exotic worlds, collecting skins, weapons, and in-game NFTs. Make your way throughout this fourth dimension, boosting your reputation, infusing your hero to build a clan, on your way to taking your rightful stake in the dark metaverse.
Yo, that looks pretty cool.
Presents Super Galactic, available on desktop.
That's pretty badass. So they're saying that it's not live yet, which means obviously I'm not sure. It says within the 2 weeks. Obviously, they don't know when I'm visiting the website, so I don't know the exact time frame behind that. But it's way more than just this. You know, I kind of wish the homepage had a little bit of a glimpse of that, aside from just like the Cosmo event, because it's not about that. It's about this. So that has my full attention. This looks really, really cool. So people are actually staking and using their UFO tokens to earn NFTs, which can then be played. Yo, that is badass. So UFO is a primary token in the ecosystem. Cosmos, staking DApp. So that's how you earn plasma points. You will need plasma points to buy soldiers to play the game. UAP is a third token to fuse breed soldiers within the game. UAP is required. This can be earned through daily quests and missions. So the fact that, you know, this is going to be like an actual video game and people are going to get involved. And so I saw they had something there with tokens being burned, I believe. I don't know if that's like a reflection token, if it's doing that, but not sure actually. I mean, if slippage is only this low, it can't be that crazy of a reflection type token. But you know, if there's a gameplay and if tokens are being used and somewhat burned, then supply is obviously decreasing, which would help with the overall increase of the price. What I thought was also cool was this. So I keep talking about community, right? I say it over and over and over again. These guys are small, definitely active though. I've had their Telegram group open. I could see the amount of messages that have been going through this entire show. They're definitely excited for it. But one thing I wanted to point out was this. So UFO token, and aside from the name, I mean UFO, and you can't forget that. Pretty solid. So where was it? We're talking about community. Where are you? So 4,000 holders. It's a big plus. More decentralized. Hopefully you don't have any large bag holders. Here, I saw this. So what? Elon Musk, they're obviously targeting him. This is just this look, apparently just looks like it's a small shop, but yo, Elon knows the truth. They have UFOs Dodge on shirts, and I mean, this is marketing. This is honestly probably the best type of marketing that you can have. I mean, everybody knows what the Dodge is. They've seen it on the news. They've heard of it. Friends have talked about it. But for people to then walk around with that UFO, I mean, that's strong resemblance right there. So UFO army. Yeah, so I mean, to have UFO merchandise in the store, promoting it, that these projects can also only really grow based on how strong their community is. And honestly, just you could take away some of the tokenomics. We could take a step back, and that alone, just seeing that people are making shirts, has my interest. Just because of that. That's just full community engagement, and that's hard to find. It's hard to get. The community is reinvesting in themselves, trying to get this project out there. That has some weight. That has some merit. We got in the chat, check out Ethermon. Okay, let me take note on that. Not sure if I'll include it in this video. Why not? I'll do that. I'll save that for like the end. Ethermon. Okay. So this was UFO token though. I do wish their landing page had more of the actual game. I get the theme, it's cool, but it's about this. This is what it's about. This kind of stuff. This is it. This is cool. This is what's going to get me involved. This is what's going to get all the metaverse people involved, all the gamers involved, all the NFTs involved. Gotta update this. But it has my interest. So you got me with that. Next. So this is called Revain. And I'm interested. I'm interested. So this is a review-based platform, right? So for individuals, you go on the website, you write reviews. And the incentive to write the reviews is that you get rewarded for your reviews. I've seen other projects that have tried to do stuff like this, especially on like the social media platform side, having just like a network and having timelines, the same stuff as every other social media platform. But I haven't really seen ones with reviews. So competing with Yelp, Google reviews. What's another one, like your Trust Score, all these different sites that are out there. It's competitive, and a lot of companies that are out there pay a lot of money for these websites. So if Revain is to survive and really grow into a legitimate blockchain-based review website, they got to contact business owners. That's the only real way for this to succeed. But with that being said, they are a $9 million market cap. So still small, but it's large enough to definitely have my attention. The interesting part is they do have ways to validate people that are writing reviews. So, you know, they don't just let any anonymous person on there to start earning stuff, but they authenticate, they validate, they make sure that the person writing review is real. I mean, that's what you want. You want real reviews. So I am curious about this. I mean, that is a purpose behind blockchain, right? So once it's on there, you can't remove it. It's fully transparent, it's on there. So definitely there's no way to change things. But that in itself is also interesting because, you know, there's times when you could write a review and you might want to edit it. So goes both ways, I guess. So this is a project I have not purchased yet, but again, it was a recommendation. Looking forward to it. This project, so Revain. There's already people writing reviews, which is good. And I like the fact that we have people writing about like the ledgers. So these are hard wallets. That's cool. They're talking about exchanges, which is cool. My recommendation, however, would be to, again, get outside of the whole crypto space. It's cool to get reviews on the exchanges, all this kind of stuff, but you're still in crypto. Get out of that. Get out of the crypto space. Start getting real businesses involved, which you might have. Again, this is just face value, but to have these companies backing you up, that's what you're going to want. That's what's really going to get like the mass usage of the actual website. This I am curious about as well, artificial intelligence. That's like a new keyword that I'm seeing across all these different sites. So they're basically saying their AI scans all content, filters out low quality reviews, including plagiarism. It's actually pretty cool. I know we all hated that one teacher that had those tools to check for plagiarism. I forgot what it was. But you were like praying they wouldn't like copy and paste that into there to find something out. We got Will Smith as Daryl Richards. Maybe that was just a template that they had to update. So this will be cool. This is something that would definitely help, kind of like with like Rubic, how they had the iframe or the widget. So if, again, the real businesses take on this type of a project and want people to write reviews, that's kind of cool because this is always just, it's more promotion, it's more exposure. You want that to definitely be there. So what I would be interested in is, and this could be cool, so Revain. You can already see that I'm getting excited about this, but yeah, we're talking about reviews, right? And then obviously people writing reviews are getting rewarded. I'm curious to know if the businesses are also getting rewarded. So if you have like again, like a small ice cream shop that is willing to have Revain on their website talking about it, and they have those signs there that say, you know, leave a review for us on Revain. If there is some type of like an affiliate program, that could get the snowball effect going, right? So they say, you know, for every review that one person writes, you get X amount of tokens or whatever the royalties are. That will definitely get things going. Now the business owner also has an incentive to tell their employees, customers, new and old, you know, to write the reviews for them, you know, an incentive. Because sometimes it's not always about the people that are writing it. You want the people above them to then get everybody else to start writing for them. So that I'm definitely curious on. Actually, I'm in their Telegram group now. I actually asked that. So what I like about going live, if you aren't in the BeyondFOMO Telegram group, join it. But, you know, I'm live. I hope you can see that. I mean, as something happens, but hey, we're live. So go in there, ask questions. Again, I see on YouTube any comments, I appreciate those. So Verbal, you had mentioned to check out Ethermon. I'm gonna do that. But, you know, I'm here. You know, if you're saying, check out Revain, ask them this kind of question, I'm gonna do it. You know, I want to learn and to get into these types of things. So my big thing right now, and I'll tell you, if I get a solid answer on this, that alone is gonna make me want to buy Revain. If the business owners, regardless of an affiliate program or not, but if they're able to tell their customers and all these people to use Revain and to write the review on them, I'm interested. Also, I did see this before. This was kind of cool. Where was it? This. This is kind of cool. So this is their academy. So this goes back to everything that I've been saying about just educating non-crypto people and then the ease of onboarding, bringing them in. You don't have to do it fast, slow. It's all about just education. So if they have courses, documentation, not on images on the review, you know, their platform, but this. So this kind of stuff. So the glossary, you know, but more, you know, how to buy a token, what is Revain? Is it an ERC20 token? Is it on Polygon, Binance Smart Chain? And get into that kind of stuff. That's education. You know, glossary. Anybody can search for that. We need more than this. But if they're able to do all this kind of stuff, that could be big. Especially if they have the business owners promoting it to their customers. Lastly, well, actually, second to last, because we'll talk about Ethermon. Let's actually see that. Let's go to Ethermon now. I was going to talk about OPOLY, which I am involved with. You know, I believe in the team. I believe in their project, the gamification of that. But Ethermon is not on exchanges, but they're on CoinGecko. Okay. Verbal, we're at 37 today. I'm loving it, okay? So we said Ethermon is Pokemon clone on Ethereum, has a community of gamers, was at 5 million cap and just jumped to 7.5. So CoinGecko is pulling in, I guess, accurate information, which again, sometimes it unfortunately doesn't do all the time. Ethermon. By the way, I was a huge Pokemon fan. Sadly, I know I know I could have a lot. I could probably have my retirement if my mom didn't unfortunately throw all my shit out. I know I had all the sleeves. I had everything perfected, and it's all in the garbage. Moms, love it. All right, so player, ladder, prize, competition. Awesome. Cool. Polygon. All right, if I'm here, I kind of don't know what I'm doing. Let's see, Ethermon. Ethermon is one of the first Ethereum-based blockchain games to create interactive NFTs. Oh, so this has been around, so 2017, relaunched. So I'm curious to know if this is actually from the creators of Pokemon, or if it's like an offshoot, if there's royalties, if there's copyrights, all that kind of stuff. I'm not aware of that. Kind of curious. But I mean, if you're also saying that this is a $7.5 million market cap, I mean, and if all the above is true and ready to go, this thing has legs to run. And it's so funny that the timing, so verbal, if you're watching now, it's actually interesting transition, but I have yet to see NFTs where there is an actual like evolution. So you start with one character and then you like grow. So let me pull up. And if this Ethermon is doing that, then I'm on. I'm gonna love that. So let's pull up Charizard, this guy. YouTube thumbnail, come on. Maybe they're doing it, I don't know. So, I have yet to see this. So they're showing it. So on their Twitter, they just released art showing a creature evolving. That's what I'm interested in. So if we have an NFT, right? So an NFT, block off all these guys. Of course, I can't block off the second guy, but let's just say you have the first one. So that's like the NFT, right? Then all of a sudden, you have to wait. Say you have to stake the NFT, you have to do something with it, and let's say like 3 months. And all of a sudden now, Ethermon says, okay, we're airdropping the next evolution line, right? Only the owner of this NFT will get that NFT. I haven't seen that yet. If they're doing that, then that's going to be awesome because there's evolution, right? There's different components. There's different combinations, rarities, all this kind of stuff. And of course, it doesn't just stop. So all of a sudden now we're on the third one. The only way for you to get the third one is if you have the second one. I think it would be kind of hard to make it so you need the first two. Kind of cool. But the evolution process. So the only way for you to get this one is to own this guy, which incentivizes trades, right? You know, people are buying, selling, they want to collect them all, literally. So you have these different evolutions. That's something that I could see being cool. So in this whole entire NFT world, for one specific, or like your baby, the first one that you had, it might take like a full year, but if you've been holding on, you all of a sudden now you might have 4 very rare NFTs, and that has value behind it. Now it's just not, you know, another piece of art, which I'm not objectifying. Again, everybody has their own beliefs. That's fine, but it's not just one. It's not like a one-off item. This is now there's like a collector's edition. There's a collector's aspect behind it. The only way you could get the preceding NFTs by owning that. So if Ethermon is doing that, that could be cool. So I want to check out the Twitter, because I had mentioned there's art showing one of them evolving. Maybe this is it. Sure, just click that. Perfect example. See, to me though, this is how you're getting value though behind these NFTs. That's cool. So again, I'm really hoping you have to start with this one and have to own it to get this. In order for you to get this one, you have to have this one. I'm not sure if you have to have the other one, but that's cool. So where are they at? 1,000, so 1950. Regardless, this isn't just the NFTs though. So it's not just the NFTs. It's this whole ecosystem. So I like this stuff. Tell me you're in the BeyondFOMO Telegram group and go for it. Tell everybody about Ethermon. I want you to do that if you haven't already. Join the franchise. Yeah, it's just crazy how so much stuff just happens in this space. Very cool. Very cool. And again, $7 million market cap. Interesting. Yeah. Hybrix should be today, if not tomorrow. Crazy week. Anyways, so let's finish this up. Very last project is OPOLY. So OPOLY is not on CoinGecko. It's only on PancakeSwap. This is how it is. Opoly.game. And OPOLY, FYI, I believe are doing something similar to what we just talked about with the NFTs evolving. So I'm good at doing my research, so I'm not going to go too far into it. I also have an interview set up to talk about this a little bit more in depth, so I'm sure we're going to get some more info on that. But this is cool. So it's basically a crypto board game, right? I'm sure the word OPOLY has some reminiscence with you as to another popular board game. I mean, the theme is a little similar. I mean, I'm sure you get it. But what's cool about this is everything is based on random events. So their team, they're always active. I'm actually looking through their Telegram. So every single day at 10 a.m. Eastern time or 9 a.m. Central time, the team basically goes live into Telegram and they roll a dice. So Telegram has the ability for people to roll a dice. I'm not sure if there's a photo of that. So just the dice, right? So it's animated, they roll it, and whatever it lands on, that's what actually makes that, let's do a larger board. It actually makes that red marker move. So whatever the dice lands on, the marker moves. Now, that's all random. I mean, if you know what the dice is going to fall on, if you're a fortune teller, perhaps you can kind of game the system. But even with that being said, they do have a tool that does like a random snapshot. So you don't know when the snapshot is taken and you don't know what the marker is going to land on. So, you know, the team or the players or the community actually, because it's a whole community game, aren't even aware as to what's going to happen. That I love. The market cap, I think, is around 2 million, 1 or 2 million now. Their Telegram, it looks like they actually started doing some marketing finally, but that started to grow, which is exciting. But I'm also waiting on this. So white paper. I mean, this is also just to show you how much of a baby this is. So white paper, audit. You need these two things. Without this, no one's going to talk about it. I like talking about it because, I mean, again, if you're willing to get your ass up every single day with multiple people, it looks like multiple people are live daily and interacting with the community, that has some value behind it. Perhaps, maybe, I don't know, we're going to see how the interview goes too. Maybe I'm going to be talking to a penguin. I don't know. So that could be of interest. Maybe that'll make for an interesting show. I'll make like an animated penguin. But so it's on Binance Smart Chain. They do have the 6% tax, so 50% goes toward treasury, the other percent goes towards liquidity. This might be off-putting, but let me emphasize this. 50% goes towards the treasury. If the team is being fully transparent, right? They're always active in a group. They actually need this. You know, I've seen so many other, what do they call it? Just forgot the name. I don't know, whatever. The tokens that have all these different splits, right? A lot of them provide it back to, or reflection. Okay, reflection tokens. So many freaking names. So OPOLY, it's a reflection token. Majority of them always provide free tokens to their community, right? Hear that? Is that maybe that's the penguins? I hear this every single day, all last week. So just take it in. Just accept it. Just accept it. This is also, so this is an office. I mean, this is a full-fledged office. Can't really go crazy with it, but this is business. You know, I'm not here in my bedroom making videos for you guys. Maybe you want that, I don't know, but I'm not doing it. Let's focus this. Okay, so OPOLY reflection token. This does not provide just tokens back to the community. The community is involved in the actual game, right? I cannot stress this enough, and I've seen this so many times over and over and over again. Projects that do not generate revenue, especially those that are just based on a token, will ultimately fail. Flat out, they're going to fail unless the team somehow doesn't feel to be greedy and they decide to sell some of their tokens to then further grow. But if you do not have a way to actually generate revenue or have a treasury system, your project is going to die. That's the truth. So 50% is going towards treasury, which I'm sure will be used for proper marketing to further grow the whole project. With that being said, this is my exit. I'm not going to be putting up with this. I don't want you to go through it. Check out OPOLY. We went through a lot of good projects. And we might actually put this into like a mini portfolio to see how it actually pays for a Lamborghini. I'm being serious about this stuff. If you've been in a group, you know that I'm serious about it too. So if you haven't, join us BeyondFOMO in Telegram, follow us on Twitter, subscribe to us on YouTube. I want to have like a cool giveaway once we hit 1,000 plus subscribers, which I think is going to happen fairly soon. I think we're going to hit like 600. Yeah, we're working. Organic growth, baby. So I'm happy with that. Give us a thumbs up. Leave a comment below. Share your favorite crypto project. Let me know about other altcoin gems that I'm looking forward to. I also like doing the research. It gets me excited. I like to dive into these projects, find little quirks, also see what I could do to also help them out. So, thumbs up, comment below, join us in Telegram. See you tomorrow. This noise never stops.